For today, we're going to be moving into what we call the incenter. We're going to do constructions, but we're going to build the incentered. I'm only going to ask you guys for two constructions. The first one, construct the bisector of each angle, given an angle. The second construction, locate the incenter of each triangle, given a triangle. Don't forget, you guys see there's two spaces under each construction. I'm expecting you guys to turn in two examples for each construction. Two different examples for each construction. Your homework, there's a link to Compass and Straight Edge. This is the website that I'm using. And then here's also some help. Okay, there's a link to Math OpenRef, and they offer help for constructions. So let's take a look at the first one. Construct the bisector of each angle, given an angle. All right, so let me go to the website for construction. So given an angle. So I'm going to do in black what is given. You have to, you don't have to change colors, but I will change colors so we can follow along. So I'm just going to draw an angle, right? I draw a side. And then from that corner, it doesn't matter how much I open my angle, but it's going to be, let's do there. So given an angle, I have to construct the bisector. Okay, we did this already. Let's change this to blue. Now the bisector, what it means is that I'm going to cut the angle in half. All right, I'm going to cut it right in the middle. So I'm going to put my compass right there at the vertex, right there at the corner. It doesn't matter how much I open my compass. As long as when I'm going to draw an arc, right? An arc is part of a circle. As long as my arc touches both sides of my angle. So I'm just going to open it about there. It doesn't matter. Let me lock my compass. Now here in the black, I'm going to press and hold to draw an arc. I want you guys to see my arc. I center at the vertex and I cross my two sides of the angle. Right, I cross it there and there. Now let me bring my compass again. Now I'm going to center this right where I cross my circle here. And I'm going to do an arc. All right, I did it from this intersection. Now let me bring this to the other point, right where I cross my arc, my angle, and there you go. So I did an arc, and then from this point, I did another arc. From this point, I did this other arc. Now in red, I think I'm ready for the final work here. In red, I'm gonna connect my vertex. I'm gonna do a segment from my vertex that goes through, or I can stop it, or I can make it go through this intersection. I'm gonna go about, actually, let me stop there. Actually, I can go through, or I can just stop there. Now this line, this segment, this red segment, it cuts my angle in half. It does the angle bisect. Now let's take a look at the next construction. Let me clear this out. Let me come back to the homework. Locate the incenter for each triangle, given a triangle. Okay, so let's go back to here. In black, given a triangle. So let me draw a triangle. I'm gonna use the segment, and I'm just gonna construct a triangle. It doesn't matter which triangle we do. In there. Now I'm going to find the incenter. Now the incenter is not necessarily always inside the triangle. Actually, no, yeah, it will be inside the triangle. Now the interesting part of my incenter is that I'm going to bisect two angles. Okay, bisect. We just did that a few minutes ago. Bisect, I'm going to cut the angle in half. So let me change this to blue because I want to do the work now. I'm just going to choose one of my corners, right? There's a triangle has three angles. So one of my corners, and I'm just going to go like this. I'm interested. I saw this angle right here. I'm interested in crossing the two sides. Now I'm gonna bring my compass to here, and I'm gonna draw an arc. I'm gonna move it down to this point right where I cross my triangle, and there. And then with red, let me use red. Again, you don't have to use different colors. I will go from the vertex, but now in this case, I could stop there, but I'm actually gonna go through. Okay, I'm gonna go through there. Now this red segment cuts this angle in half. But I said I needed two bisectors. So far I've only done one. Now let me come back to blue. Because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bisect another angle. So another corner. The work that I just did, I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna do it another corner. Let me choose this corner here. I'm gonna move my pencil here, and then here in the black, press and hold, and it makes a little arc. I'm gonna bring this to right there, right where it crossed it, and I'm gonna do that arc. I'm gonna bring this down here to this intersection. I'm gonna do this arc. Then using red, I'm gonna connect this vertex, this corner of this angle, to here, right where these two intersect. But I'm not gonna stop there. I'm actually gonna go through. So I'm gonna go up to here. Now my incenter is the one point where my two angle bisectors cross. Right? Each of those red segments, I call it angle bisector. Angle bisector because it cuts the angle in half, right? There's two because I was working with two angles. Now I could do the bisector to the third angle if I need to, but two is enough. Now the incenter, let me label this for I for incenter. The incenter is gonna be this point right there. The one point where the two bisectors intersect, two bisectors cross. That's it. That's my incenter.